I'm Jennifer Johnson and I raise sheep for their wool.
Here at Whispering Pines Farm, we raise a small flock of Shetland sheep in western New York State with the goal of producing soft, crimpy wool for hand spinners. Thank you for liking this video and subscribing to our channel.
Had a little mama drama last night. Rich and I fell asleep in front of the television, and at 3:30 woke up, and Tovia here had 2 lambs on the ground. So in that case, we hightail it out to the barn as rapidly as we can, because we want to make sure no other mothers come in and try to clean off the lambs, which happens more frequently than you would think. So we got out here, and in fact, Tovia had the 2 lambs. They were already on the ground, like I said, and Ty was circling really close in a very bizarre fashion. Normally when we come out and go to the mother, everybody else sort of peels away. But we couldn't get Ty away from the babies, and she was agitated. So quickly determined that Ty had cleaned up one of the babies, I think. But very, very fortunately, Tovia doesn't seem bothered by that. Normally, if someone else cleans off her lamb, she doesn't recognize them. But she's okay with both of them. Thank goodness. And so what we've got, we got a little fawn cat market ram. Excuse me, Mom. Don't. And then a white ewe. And these are out of Harry. So well done. And they're both drinking fine. Felt her udder a couple times already, and nice and soft. So everything's going really good in this pen. Our little guy. And he's a cat nugget out of Harry, which reinforces our understanding of Harry now that he carries cat nugget. We're going to talk more about color genetics as it pertains to Harry, particularly in another video. So what I'm going to do today, I want to see if we can bring the bread ewes back over here. We ended up having to move the bread ewes to this side of the barn, the east wing, last night because I was afraid Ty was going to hurt herself trying to get at that lamb, either trying to jump over the pen or whatever. So after we put Tovia, got her settled down, we moved all the bread ewes over here. And Ty was beside herself, an hour and a half of just nonstop bleeding and crying and stuff. We don't want to keep him over here because this isn't really set up for bread ewes. Couple problems that aren't insurmountable, we can fix them. But the camera is not really in the best spot. There's a big blind spot over here in the corner. That bucket is too low, so the buckets have to be up higher for ewes that are going to have lambs, because we've lost a lamb in a water bucket before, which was pretty horrifying. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up this gate, and we're going to see what Ty does when she goes over there, see if she gets upset and wants to get at that lamb. I think it's the fawn cat nugget ram. And that was the other thing this morning. We did a quick review of Harry's genetics because we're like, okay, Ty is a cat nugget. And if Harry doesn't carry cat nugget, it's possible that is Ty's lamb. And we had sort of a second guessing situation. But we did then confirm that Harry carries cat nugget. So here's Ty right here. And like I said, we're just going to see how she reacts when she goes over to Tovia's pen. And if it's okay, we're going to move him back. And if not, we've got some work to do in this pen. Okay, girls, let's go back over. Everybody else is locked outside. I opened the door and they're all out. Hopefully she's forgotten all about her. Looks good so far. Okay, I think it's safe to say that she's forgotten about the whole thing. It was a momentary lapse in judgment, and we are now gonna get them back over here where they belong, which is good. Okay, let's do a quick check-in then on the rest of the lambs. Tobia's little fawn cat maggot ram and white ewe. Mabel's little Morat Smerslet ewe. This is the first one we had. And then right next door, Tatiana's little family. Her little spotted ram. And back there is her little fawn cat maggot ewe. It's, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock on Friday. A little bit of time before time to eat, so we're all just chilling. Okay. There's Brunhild and her gray cat ewe having a nice nap. So this heat lamp we're going to be getting rid of because where it connects to the lamp, there's no strain relief, and this is starting to crack the cable. So it's not safe. We're getting rid of it and replacing it with the new one. She's zonked. And little Chia. Just doing so good. Your little babies are doing great. She's become a very vocal mother. She always shouts at me when I come in here. So that's a wrap so far. Come back tomorrow for more updates. And just so you know, Rich was working in the barn today while I was videoing, helping me with some upgrades and just getting the side of the barn ready for putting bread ewes over there. So that was what all that drilling and hammering and stuff was. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can come back soon.